Okay. It's like 4:05. And I was just talking to myself the whole time. Super embarrassing. I gotta stop doing that. I was just talking to myself for like 5 minutes. Anyway, we're here now. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I gotta do something really quick. But as the title suggests, we're going to be walking through with the tool, walking through some HackTheBox machines with the tool, and just improving the methodology. Um, Let me get into the live chat really quick in case people start talking. Let's see. Yep, still not nobody yet, but yeah. In case people start talking, I have the live chat here. Man, this is crazy. So I'll share the screen now. This one. Today it's Bank Robber. So Bank Robber has a small part, and it looks like the SQL injection we went over yesterday. Let me see. So I know it's like super small. I know a lot of people watch on mobile. I try to be cognizant of that, but as you see here, this uses one order by three. We're not gonna use SQL map or anything like that. We use the tool. So our commander tool here can do a word list. They can do a lot of stuff. And I posted kind of a rough methodology of what we came up with yesterday. It was just me and Rodney the whole time. That's how we do it. And we came up with a methodology where your first step is to run SQL map, and then you do your file. You try to do a file read. You try to do a file upload. If you get file read, you need to read etc pass wd to get the last user, and then you need to read ID RSA and then get in with SSH. Boxes are not like that anymore on HackTheBox. They want you to work a little bit harder, even if it's easy. So the next step is to dump everything if you don't get anything from the databases, like using it surgically. And then if you can't do that, you need to run SQL injection manually, because what we found out is not the word. Some of the word lists, they just suck for whatever reason. I don't know. So you have to do it manually. And so, but our manual is actually with the tool. So we actually manually made payloads, put them in a tool, and then ran them against a box yesterday, and it worked. And then we even did some coding. So we encoded it in UTF-8. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not really an expert on that. And then we did some more stuff against Stream.io. So I think we're in a good, pretty.
You should look for are the ones on
Oh,
the top.
whoa. My bad. So I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. So let's load up Bankrobber. And so I think this is going to be the last day. I think we've, especially if this works well, and I'll try to find this will be the last SQLi day, and I'll try to find a Active Directory box, and then we'll solidify a methodology there. So I put out a few videos, like, what to do in Active Directory. But a lot of times, especially with the methodology, you need context around the situation, because what good is generic write on a user that's a dead end? You might run into that. We got to make sure that our context is there. We're not just running stuff for no reason. We got to know where we are and where we want to go. I've tried to experiment a lot of ways with making methodologies. So I even tried flowcharts one time. And the flowchart, while it works pretty well, it's one of those things where you can't put a lot of text in the flowchart. So I was like, nah, can't do that either. So right now, I was going to do the tool methodology builder. I put that on pause because I think right now, if you have methodologies and text files, that's a start. And then I can move the text files to the tool. And that'd be a better way to build that. Bankrobber. So yeah. I mean, I'm building a methodology repository for the community, but a lot of it is me learning as well. So learning this stuff, making sure that I know it, because I was reading yesterday. I don't know if you watched the live stream yesterday, but I was reading some HackTheBox forums, and SQLi is it's not just me, it's a lot of people. We just want to run SQL map and everything work, but rarely goes like that. So I'm going to follow through on the write up here for Bankrobber until we get to the SQL injection or SQL injection. I don't know what we're calling it. URL encode the cross-site scripting payload and change the ID value to 1 for the request to start a listener. We should get request. Yeah, okay. Get request to receive activity, whatever document cookie there. So you learn this in Pen 300 if they still have it in there. That wasn't terribly bad or terribly hard to do. So we have username and password here. Logged in as administrator. Then we had this is the SQL injection. So let's just jump straight to there because I don't care to do any cross-site scripting. I can figure out cross-site scripting. That's just a matter of going to payload all the things and just trying things. 10. SQL injection is I think it should be SQL injection this week, Active Directory next week, and then I don't know what could be like week 3, but we'll figure that out. It should be something where people struggle. So let me see. I wish I could just open this up in my Cali. Nope. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use my other screen here. So log into the accounts. What is the damn? The username is crazy. Oh no, it's just admin. Damn. Admin, and then you can see how much work we do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you click that, you see all these usernames. Yeah, we work, like we really be in here 4 or 5 in the morning, depending on where you are in the world. I'm on the East Coast, so we really get after it. Sometimes it's not like super pretty. Sometimes it's not like super YouTube algorithm friendly, but we get the job done. We learn stuff, and people call me out for my mistakes, but it's all love. Like the community is so good now to where it's like if I embarrass myself, we good, man. It's just definitely a lot of fun. Sometimes it sucks. I can't lie, it sucks. All right, we're here. The write-up says entering the user ID as 1. The search box returns admin. This is very hard to see. It's got to be because it's hard for me to see. 1. We got admin here. Injecting a quote returns an error. So this should be a part of our methodology. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the thing that I dropped in the what we calling that community thing here, and then manually attempting SQL injection with quotes. So I'm gonna just take this straight from the write up. I wish I could take the image and put it into the post. That would be dope, but nah, I don't think I could do that. The quotes and look for the web app to return an error. If it does, try quotes. Damn, I can't spell this morning. Quotes and unions for HackTheBox. I hope y'all enjoy the work that I'm putting into that. I don't need like mad pats on the back. I just need you guys to use it. Don't get me wrong. If you give me kudos, if you give me thanks, I appreciate it. But the real appreciation for me to you is for you to use it. It'd be a shame if everybody was like, "Oh, thank you for this," and then not use it. And then on top of that, if you have anything to add to it, please comment, and I will make sure it gets added. And if it's not clear, also, right? So let's go back to the box. I want to make sure the write-up is as clear as the methodology write-up is as clear as possible. So if we go back and insert a quote here, we get an error. There's a problem with your SQL syntax. So that's blatantly clear, even though this is an insane machine. Blatantly clear we have SQL injection. So according to the write-up, we can try one quote order by 3 and then these comments. And then we get so we get 3, but then it says if you go to 4, there's a problem with your syntax. So we can add that to our methodologies as well. So let's go back and say boom, when manually enumerating columns, if you go over the number of columns, the web app should throw an error per Bankrobber.htb machine. Nobody ever done nothing like this. Then I put an example here. Example on Bankrobber. 1, boom. Order 5, 3. Returns no error. Wow. Boom, boom. Order 5, 4. Returns an error indicating The database, is that the right terminology? If it's not, I'll change it. Post that. I hope that's not pinging people every time I update. That would suck. If it is, my bad, bro. I'm really just trying to help. So anyway, so now that we have that bit of method, that piece, we can do the current user in the database. So we'll say union select one user 3. That. So we have admin and then root and local host. It's dope. Then we can also do file read through SQL injection. So file read, we talked about file read, but this one doesn't have SSH, I don't think. So it doesn't really. It doesn't really apply here, even though we do have file read. So yeah, you see the file read there. Let's go back. I logged out. That sucks. Admin, what was it? Hopeless romantic? Hope. They say I'm hopeless. Just a penny with a hole in it. I don't know about that. The penny with a hole in it. You hopeless, bro. Yeesh. So we have file read on here. So what I want to do now is test our tool against this. I'll tell you the next step in the in this box is to read a file called backdoor checker, and then from there you you get a foothold by whoa, what is this? I don't know. Oh, you have command injection in the actual backdoor checker PHP. Yeah, something like that. I'm not really gonna do the box that far. How old is that insane box? It's fairly old. I think it's 2 years old. Let me check to make sure. It's 2020. So I mean, to me, that's old. Anything a year out is old to me. But SQL injection doesn't get old for some reason. It's still, it's why I'm doing it now. It just doesn't. I don't know why. So let's go back and look at our code for our tool. Ooh, that's a mess. So we use. It would be this one that we need to mess with. All we need is a comma in here. So we need like a character and then a comma. Let's look at, I want to look at one more thing. So this is Bankrobber, but then we were doing, what was that box? IO stream? I don't got it anywhere. Damn, I don't have it anywhere. Our stream.io, or stream.io.htb, whatever. I'm being here every morning. If I could be in here for 52, if I could be here for being here for a year straight, I think at the end of that year I'll be first blood material, and then everybody's gonna have a methodology. So Everybody might be first blood material. I think that it's unacceptable that. Okay, we can use a quote. It seems. What are you saying? Oh, I messed that up. I lost you, bro. Hold on. I see that you said something and I lost the chat really quick. It seems like insane boxes before I'm like medium boxes now. So according to IPSec, and I'm according to IPSec, because I got this from someone else. IPSec says that they took any types of if they felt like any of the boxes were CTF like, they reject them. They don't take any CTF like boxes anymore. Although I felt like this box was, because it has a to-do list in it, the bank robber one. They started taking those out a few years ago, and that's why easy is insane. And insane is just like sometimes not that bad. I don't know if they started that in 2020. Kind of doesn't relate to your comment there, but it kind of does at the same time, because maybe they started it around 2020, but I like the fact that HackTheBox is pushing us. And I like it, and it makes me uncomfortable at the same time, because I'm like, man, I deserve to be at the top. I think I deserve it. I put in the work. So I'm trying to get myself the first blood material. And then I'm gonna help people out. That's just me. That's my purpose. And not to get like, I don't mean to get religious right now or try to tell people what to believe, but I'm gonna just take a risk here. And if you unsubscribe, that's just, it is what it is. I truly believe, and I'm gonna talk while I work here. I truly believe that, if anyone knows anything about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you have like food and stuff like that at the bottom. You have physical security next, and then love and stuff like that, finding love and procreating over that. And then over that is something else, I don't know what. But at the very top, it's self-actualization. What is the URL encoding for quote? Is that it? I don't know. Is that 20? Is it 20? 27? I think it is. Quote. And I bring that up because I feel like to get to your highest level spiritually, you got to have a definite purpose. Even if it sucks, or even if it feels like you are, yeah, it's 27. Even if it feels like you are doing too much, you got to have a definite purpose. And we can use 10, right? It doesn't matter what we use. So all I'm saying here is, no matter what you believe, or if you don't believe in anything, at the end of the day, to get to a level where life isn't so, what's the word I'm looking for? Life gives you understanding and meaning. You gotta have a definite purpose like this. So even if you have a job, you need to push yourself every day and get better. And that's the only way you could realize your true potential in every area of your life. Right now I'm going through something that's extremely hard, and I don't want to share it, but it has something to do with my family. It's been going on for about since June, and a lot of times like I break down and cry about it. But when I think about like the grind and like, actually going toward a goal, it's better that I do that while I might be in a grieving process, or I might be in a not depressed, but not so good state, so that I know whether things are good or bad, I'm still going towards something. So I hope that helps somebody out there that might be going through something. Like, it's hard for everybody, but yet and still, that doesn't give you an excuse to slow down or stop or let your skills fall off. So that's just me. And again, like, don't care what you believe in or anything like that. I personally believe in self-actualization and being good at something. We can just run this because the work you did on Rodnet on WFuzz should work on this box. So all we have to do is get this URL. So it's admin search, and then parameter is term. So let's try it. So I'm gonna move this to my other. If this works, we just this is good. Commander, SQLi, column. Let's do help. No, let's not do help. Column, SQLi columns. And then I think the first one is admin search .php, and then the second one is term. And let's try it. Just type that in the bash. Something happened. Oh, damn. I didn't put the actual URL in there. But yeah, having single quote is 27. Okay, got you. I just saw your comment now about the single quote. Yep. Got bad memory, man. So, HTTP. Damn it. I just forgot the damn. HTTP 10. Yeah, I think to reach your full potential, just as a human being, you gotta be obsessed with something, and you gotta go after it. So we have 200s for all of those. We actually need the response, though. We actually need to see the content of the response. So while that is good, in this case, we're gonna have to see what's coming back. Is there a verbose for this? So I think that works. Nothing broke. Or anything. But I do think we need to be logged in. Or something like that. Yeah, because we have to be logged in as admin on this box. We could just take this, and then we could say I think it is D for the parameters or whatever. Yeah, I think, do we do another D? I don't know. I don't think we do actually. I think it's cookie ID equals 1, username, and I gotta do base 64 manually because I can't copy it out of the write up for boom. D boom password equals, wow, this is long, SG9 WZ WCL VN YB 21 HBN RBY D D that should work. Still accepting it. So I'm gonna send this to Burp Suite just to make sure it matches with what I'm doing here. I'll probably add something that allows you to do authenticated SQL injection to probably later on down the line or something. I don't know. All right, bank robbers here. Let's go to the actual proof of concept here. Or it's not a proof of concept. It's more like a just making sure we are doing the right thing. So it should pop up like this minus the user agent. The user agent is going to be like funny or something. So we'll do wfuzz, all of this. Hold on, I think our columns.txt is different. Let's look at this really quick. Cat. So we're doing union select 1, 2. We're not doing order by anything. So let us. Like, I wish I knew SQL syntax because I messed with it a little bit, but when I was doing my master's degree, we had a class. One of my classes was just straight up databases. It was like one of the worst days of my life because so you had to, in the class, you had to actually, what's the word I'm looking for? You had to, everything was based around managing you had to come in that mind frame of we have customers and so we have to manage this database. And it was not pretty, but I should probably go back to that at some point in my life. Try to pick that back up. Oh. Order by 3. Nope, order by 1. Order by 2. No, that's not right. Three, 4, 5, 6. So we'll just do 6 there. And then we'll run it again. See what we get. We get all 200, so it's still not really helpful because again, we need to see what's going on through the lens of Burp Suite. So we'll what? Stop! Don't do that. So when I'm at work, I put headphones on and just listen to these live streams. Just to hear myself struggle. 127 0 0 1 881. So that'll run through Burp Suite. We'll open up Burp Suite. I don't know how many people know about how to proxy through Burp Suite. There's a lot of ways you could do it. To me, this makes the most sense. So I don't know. We can work through that really quick. If some of our viewers never seen this before, it's mad small, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. You just go to proxy and then options, and you click edit. Because the way that I've seen IPSEC do this, and the way that he does it is just crazy. I didn't want to learn that way. Oh, it's not opening. Wow, why? Oh, it's add, bro. My bad. Instead of edit, don't do edit, do add. You can bind this to any port you want. I'm gonna bind it to 8081 per this thing here. And then leave that alone. Go to request handling. redirect to host. You put your victim name in, victim IP or name in here, 10154, and then it's on their port 80. And then of course, if they have TLS, you just force the use of TLS. We're not going to do that here. You do OK, and now it's listening on that port. So fairly easy and not crazy like some people do it. So we'll push enter, and we're not intercepting yet. Intercept is on now, and we'll do that now. And so here we have our packet or my post request. So comparing the two, let's go back. Where are you at? Was it Bankrobber? Yeah, it's Bankrobber. We're going back and comparing the two. We'll see that it doesn't look the same. This one is a union select one, so I don't care about those. I want to do one of the order ones. Order by, what is it, 2? It's coming in like crazy order. We'll send this one to a repeater. How do you zoom up? I don't know if you can zoom in on this thing. You know what I'm going to do? No, I'm not going to do that, actually. You're just going to have to take my word for it again. And I'm going to figure something else out so that this isn't as small. But anyway, my response is down below, so just keep that in mind. Normally I have it to the side here. So this is not going to be good. Where's my display? Let's do 0.5 or 0.7. This should work. This would be a little bit bigger. Should be a little bit bigger. You probably should be watching on the computer anyway and not your phone, so you can follow along, right? So whatever. Anyway, so I'm trying to replicate this so that I know my tool works. So we have term here, which is good. It looks like a lot of extra stuff. Okay, so instead of plus signs, I have 20s. It should be fine though, I think. I don't need a referrer. I don't need a connection, whatever. I don't need an origin. I have application form URL encoded, so that's good. I don't need any of this other stuff. So I should be able to. You are not authorized to view this page. Wow. Okay, that's good though. I'm happy. So let's make sure everything is good. Cookie equals ID 1. Username. The username looks like it checks out. W for 3D. Password equals. Password looks like it checks out. Let's just first of all, convert selection base 64. No, URL decode. No, I can just do that. What? Why didn't that work? Why isn't that not working? Okay, it wants it one at a time. Okay, that is almost right. But the romantic should be capitalized. So I think. Let's go back. Oh, no, it shouldn't. I was right. All right, this one is a good convert selection URL decode A64 decode, and that's admin. So everything was correct as far as the URL encoding. Still says I'm not authorized. I think I am, bro. I think I am authorized. I put in the work to get the username and password. I'm authorized, bro. Search one user agent. I don't think they're checking user agents. Let's try accept language. In US in Q equals 05.5. Send. Not authorized. I really doubt any of this matters. But if it does, we have to add this to our command. Not authorized. I'm not gonna mess with content length. I know it's not checking the user agent. It better not be. Sometimes they check user agents. Wow. Damn, bro. Hopefully not. I think you're right though, now that I think about it. X11. But then you'd have to have a big database of user agents because you have to account for every, well, not really. It wouldn't be that big. 0. There go. Firefox 72 0. Send. Still not. Referrer connection. Send. Still not authorized. Let's try putting the term here. And the cookie there. Send. Okay, that worked. Let's just try to see what worked exactly. Okay. So it's the spacing. So I don't know how to do that. I even spelled referrer wrong, which referrer is already spelled wrong. I just spelled it even more wrong. That's a trip. But our SQL injection does work. So 3 should come back if I do it right. Yep, 3 should come back good. So the tool works. It's just spacing the stuff out. So I don't know how it would do that. Is it the placement? Let's go back. So the fact that they make another line is the fact that it makes another line is let's check. Let's see. First of all, I'm just gonna do curl. Lines are glued. What am I doing wrong? My fault. Found exact. Need to use the data binary option. So I wonder if the data binary option works with. Wait a minute. I don't want to send a line break. Wait a minute. What's the difference between? I need to do H. First of all, cookie doesn't go in. You need a header for that. Yeah, just as you said that, like I just looked at it and saw it. What's the difference? I don't know what D is. Why am I using D? It's weird that I would be using something I don't even know why I use it. Just using it. That's the downfall of Google, because when you Google stuff, it's like, oh, that's right because it worked, but it might not be the real way you need to go. I tell people that it work all the time. It's like, I know this article is trying to tell you how to do this thing, but you got to test your stuff. Get in front of people and start talking. Somebody's gonna like call you out. So that works. So if I took that and repeater, I don't want the actually. I don't want that one. I want that one. I want the order by. Send the repeater and then send. You are not authorized. The term is not right. The term makes a new line. Okay. D is for post data. H is for headers. So you want to change your user agent? You do. Gotcha. So okay, I got you. I get what you're saying. So the term needs to actually be D. Bro, one day I'm gonna be as dope as you, bro. One day. All right. Proxy, drop all of that. Actually, just stop interception. Try again. It should work. Yes, that definitely worked. Send that to repeater. Resend. There's a problem with your syntax, bro. You figure everything out, man. You're on a roll. All right, so that order is working. It's authorized. It's authenticating us. So we can just like stop this tool now because we know it works. Yep, because we got different words now. We were successful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep this proof of concept in my tool so I don't have to Google the same stuff. I'm just gonna comment that out for now. What happened to actual working here? Woo. So on one of my videos, I had like 111 views and like one live stream, and I came back and they shrunk it all the way down to like 11, like 12 or something crazy. I don't know why YouTube does shit like that. Like, I thought that was really weird that you do that. And then sometimes I'll have like 10 likes and I'll come back and like my likes will be like a 2. I'm not gonna complain though, because I would much rather just stay under the radar than try to do anything I've dealt with Google and YouTube over the years, and man, they ruthless. If they don't agree with something, this is not the right place for this to be, actually. But POC from Bankrobber. It works, but probably off camera, what I'm gonna have to do is add a place to enter username and password, because it's base64 encoded and everything like that. Maybe I'll add a parameter to let you, I don't know, but then the parameter names may be different too. So for now, we're just gonna keep this as a proof of concept. We just need to know that post data is D and then header is H. We'll be fine, I think. Actually, I want to note that somewhere. We're just gonna save that. Now that that works, let's do one more. I'm gonna call it a morning. So as we go back, if I go back to my files here. So what's the difference between union? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there to be a difference between select and order. Maybe I sound ignorant there, but I don't know. Select one. Does that work? It's a problem with your syntax. Problem with your syntax. There's a problem with your syntax. What? You just tested this. Was it capitalized? Okay. Order by 3. Order by 1 is good. And then if we do union select 1, what's that? There's a problem with your syntax. So it doesn't like union? So I just did union. How is there a problem with my syntax, bro? Okay. Broke it. Definitely broke it. Okay, so really, union select and order by. Union select 1, 2, 3. Because I don't understand by 3. Okay, so it would have been better if we would have just did union select. What? Okay, that works. But then if I do what? Oh, so with union, you have to do the exact amount of columns. Okay. That's nice to know. I wish I knew that. Make sure it doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not. It doesn't. All right. I just learned something new. If you do union, okay. So the steps for SQL injection are usually ordered by, okay. That's dope. I can share that. The steps for SQL injection are usually ordered by, select, ordered by, you use the verifier. So if you do order by there, yep. If you select, if you fuzz with select, you can skip the order by since you're testing every column anyways. Okay. I like it. Let me just make sure that. Let me just see one thing. So select is the better option here. Than order by. Yo, can I copy this into our methodologies? I don't want to take your work and then not give you credit. If I can, I'm just gonna like copy this right out and just put it into our. Since select requires exact what when you do the fuzzing, you will get only hit that one hit that works. I love it, bro. I love it. That's all that all that stuff you're typing in the window is like I wish somebody would have told me that. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was learning this stuff. It's like you watch a bunch of IPSEC videos and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, he's doing this, this, and this, but it's like, man, if you just lay it out, boom, 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 you would do this, this, and this. Like that's the best way I think that it works for me, and I think that works for the community. I'm gonna give you a shout out so that they know that this channel does not just belong to me. The help I get is the real reason why I got so much success on this channel, man. For reals. So where can we put it in here? Let me see. Good to know. I'm just gonna paste that in. Then I'm going to man, that's stuff that man, if you wrote it like if that was in a book somewhere, like if we had like a PDF or something like that, which I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell anything anyway, but if I was going to sell to the community, I would probably make some money. We'll quote that like that. Do like real APA style right there. Boom. All right. That's good stuff, man. This week was a success. Like I learned so much. Like my brain is. I feel like I can speak like an expert now. All right. So I just wish that I would have paid attention when I was learning SQL. Like I was just trying to get out of the class. And now that I'm thinking back, it's like, man, that could have been really useful. All right. So bank robber is good. We got our nugget of knowledge from bank robber for the day. Let's see breadcrumbs. I think we don't want to do breadcrumbs because we have to do a whole bunch on this box, I believe, to get to the SQL injection. We can test for SQL injection by entering the quote in the title field. This means that the quote was escaped. That don't seem like it's that bad. You just have to get to portal login. Damn. They put a SQL injection in the username and password field? This gotta be an old box. Oh, it is not. It's 2021. Damn. Which I guess is over a year old, but that's not old compared to the last one. We're gonna do this one. Let me just make sure. We can test for SQL injection by entering. So, yeah, we already know that part. This means that the quote was escaped. Yeah. We know it's oh, wait a minute. Yo, I wouldn't have typed it like that. Let's see what happens when we click on the book button by intercepting in Burp Suite. We can check if we can load arbitrary files by altering the parameter. What? Okay, I probably would have did that with SQL map, but I mean, I'm not gonna put that in our methodologies because you probably should just SQL map this part. What? What am I missing here? It looks like this one is like, I don't know, let me make sure I'm paying attention to the chat here. This one is, man, this is, I don't know. So let me read this again because according to what I'm reading, it looks like, maybe I'm still asleep. But what this looks like is you have LFI on the parameter, the same parameter that SQL is using to take in input. So my brain is already melting just by that concept alone. Just want to put that out there to let everybody know that. All right. It's PHP, so yes, I hit the I believe button on the LFI part, right? All right, boom. By doing that, you can read a file. But where does the SQL injection come in? Is this a real SQL injection box? Let's see. So that is. No. Okay. I think I get what's going on. You read the file, and the file contains SQL. What do you call it? A SQL query, SQL query. So this is not SQL injection. Yes, this is not SQL injection. It walks you through testing SQL injection, and when he figures that quotes are filtered out, he just goes with the LFI. Got it. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that book. So I don't even know why I have it here. Let's put that in a new folder. Did I say book? I meant machine. Oh, excuse me. Man, this feels like a good day. Like I swear, man, the days be so crazy. But so yeah, this kind of follows the methodology you just put out because they use order by and then select. I'm thinking the union means to put all of that together. I just normally when I have done SQL injection until now, I've normally tried just a bunch of crap till it works. But after what was this box 17? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm trying to actually really learn SQL injection. Like I want to be IPSec level minimum before I move on from this week. So and put in blah 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 blah. Order by 7 results in the error. So that follows the same same methodology there. And then we start testing length. Yeah, this is the same as the other one, except so I don't think we need to test this tool. We know that it works on here. Because all we have to do is put we do a tag D or dash D and then quotes, and then we put product name equals anything, comma, and then fuzz. And we do that. We obviously do our X post and then search products, and we should be fine. So I'm not going to test this one because it doesn't have anything crazy or out of the ordinary that the other boxes don't have. This actually should be pretty simple. So we'll say control is good. This is a very old box. Ooh, 2019. Oh no, I'm not doing this. After the single post, parameters are vulnerable to what? The statements below are executed in turn, and a 5-second delay for the not equals condition reveals that the SQL account in whose context the queries are executed is not essay. I like how they worded that. Very clean English right there. Undocumented is an undocumented MS SQL stored procedure that allows undocumented. What was that supposed to mean? It allows for interacting with local and remote file systems. MS SQL service account can be made to initiate a remote connection. I'm not seeing the injection here. I didn't see any injection. Oh, it's here. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh. I don't know if my brain could jump there. Yeah, I don't think my brain could jump there. So what would we call this? Yes. Definitely 100%, but I'm trying to see like in our steps of methodologies, what would we call this? Is he just trying to figure out? So let's go back one. So remote points to PowerShell. So this is a PowerShell web apps page, while a custom application containing a list of products is accessible at /MVC. Okay. So he's why even do this? Why do that? You could just like go from here. You can go from here, skip this part, and go straight here. Huh. So instead of all of that, I'm going to say, and this is going to be it for me after I do this. I'm just going to do a little bit more research to see if this comes up again. But in our methodologies, I'm going to say, what happened to... Yeah, here it is. Now, we could say something like, if the database is MS SQL, test for XP Dirtry. Copy it right out of there. Yo, it's one thing to like Google this stuff, and it's another thing to know that you built it with, you know, HackTheBox in mind, with getting first blood in mind. Like we built it with that purpose. We built it to be way faster than we are. Test. So we'll do like an example. And we could say CTL00, boom, 24, main content, boom, 24, search term equals, and just copy this all out. Let's do attacker box IP address, share, and then you do comments, and then to capture a hash with responder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simple. Set your vulnerable parameter. The parameter. Yes. Then then set up responder, then send your post. Is that a post? I think it is a post. It's gotta be a post request. Yep. Request and receive your hash. Boom. I think it's gonna be dope. I've got nowhere on Absolute, don't even idea of what's vulnerable. There's only been like 26 that have rooted the box. What I'm gonna try. Once we get off, I'm gonna try that box, as a matter of fact. Like, I'm gonna do some stuff like work out in the shower, and I'm gonna come back in here and work on that box. Is it what's the word that I'm looking for? Is it is AD, right? Or do you know based off of is it just like a Windows server, or is it like actually does it actually feel like it's gonna be Active Directory? I know sometimes you can't really know until you at least get a foothold. Why you answer that? So I'm interested only if I could feed it back into like what we're doing here. I know sometimes Windows boxes can be like all over the place for no reason. The rating on that was insane or hard. I like how we just don't give a fuck about the ratings. We just do. Bro, you killing it, man. You killing it, bro. It's insane. I like how we don't care about the ratings. We just go in boxes, bro. It could be easy, medium, hard, insane. We gonna take them head on, bro. I love that. I like that about the subscribers and the channel and stuff like that. Like we literally could not care less about your rating. The account can only be logged on using Kerberos. What? Oh well, that makes sense, I guess. Oh yeah. You're right. Like as in authenticating with okay, got it. Ticket granting ticket and all of that. But well, I don't know. I think you should get a lot of practice with that tool because the way that I see it, and since you showed me that tool, I talk about that tool a lot. But I know that certain organizations they use naming conventions to try to avoid stuff like LDAP nom nom. So if you can, what's the word that I'm looking for? If you can, let's just say you're in a certain region that where certain names are common, right? I don't want to be like in certain regions, names like Muhammad might be common, or then certain other regions like last names like Wong might be common, and then certain regions names like Smith might be common, etc. You get what I'm point, like Rodriguez and things like that for certain areas of the world. If you can, I think if you can say something like in LDAP nom nom and say like location, and you can put like Hispanic speaking country or Arabic speaking country or something like that. You can prioritize certain names to the top. That would be dope. That would be like my next module for LDAP nom nom, like whatever the case. I think that would be dope because you don't want to be waiting a long time while what's a good a crazy name like Buckington or Buckingham. You're looking for words like that, but then you're pen testing in Africa, right? Like, what are you doing, right? So that's probably one way that I would improve the tool. But I got off topic because I was actually saying something else. Organizations use naming conventions, and sometimes you may have like A. Smith, sometimes you may have Aaron S., and sometimes you may have Aaron.Smith, if that makes sense. So I don't know how the tool works, but if it can work like that as well, then that's a force multiplier. Now, the tool is like craziness. So I think people put too much emphasis when it comes to real penetration testing. People put too much emphasis on getting in and getting root. Too much emphasis. Like, why would I do that when I could just, like you were saying, Rodney, yesterday, if I could just like scrape your compromised passwords off the dark net and then log into your Gmail or log into your whatever. And then you could pivot into the company by, maybe getting company secrets from those, compromised regular accounts, like compromised everyday accounts. If you're a penetration tester. If you're like me, I mean, it doesn't do you much good. Like, you could watch out for things like that. So, yeah. Back to the box though. It's an insane box. I wanted to get. You know what, man? I think I checked the forum once and it was like mad empty. Yeah, I might map the box and see what I can do on that, but unfortunately I can't really say much on live stream, so that sucks. I would definitely go at this box right now. HackTheBox was like, yeah, bro, go for it. I would go for it right now. Probably get my ass kicked, but I would go for it. So that's all I got for today. This ends the SQL study week. We learned a ton, at least and we have a methodology for the subscribers to look at in the community. And I hope the methodology serves you well. It's a living document, meaning that if you have additional input, I'm going to add it there and give you a shout out so that people know who to ask if they have additional questions about your part. For me, I'm going to probably I got like a downstairs gym going on in my garage, so I like to get in there and kind of like clear my head before the day. And I told you guys I'm giving a threat hunting clinic. It's going fairly well. It's really nice when you have a class that's engaged and interested in what you're saying. I know for me, when I try to teach classes, and maybe this will help you in your future. When you teach classes, you don't just like bird feed them slides, right? You go over the slides and then you tell a story. And I'm putting out a video, hopefully today, fingers crossed, if I get enough time. And I talk about how I threat hunt in the day, and then at night when I do this pen testing practice, I have stories to tell in the morning when I go back to work. And it just works really well for me. And people aren't on their phones and stuff like that when I'm talking. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I used to be that guy where I couldn't hold the attention of a room. Now I could speak where it's like I basically address the slides or whatever I'm presenting on, and then I tell a story. For example, it might be something like a certain kind of attack, right? We're looking for that, or I'm teaching them how to look for that, and I give a recent example so that they know that this is real. This could really affect you, because if you can't get buy-in like that when you're talking to people, you're not gonna make it. Well, I ain't even say you're not gonna make it, but you're not gonna reach your potential in this field. So, yeah, I don't really teaching is not my favorite thing. Teaching like this is, but teaching like in a environment where people are watching you and people are evaluating your skills as a presenter is not fun for me. But I mean, it's part of the job, so I do it. Hopefully that helped you. That'll help you in your professional career, your professional development. Don't just be a pen tester that just sits in the back and does absolutely nothing but pen test. Don't be that guy, because I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to make you feel really, really bad about yourself. Pen test, get good stories, learn from your mistakes, and share them with people. That's the only way people are going to trust you. That's the only way people are going to give you a raise. That's the only way people are going to give you a place where you can lead a team. Nobody's going to trust you. And more importantly to a lot of people, that's the type of stuff you want to be saying in interviews. Value, value, value. We don't care that you can hack. Can you hack and present a report? Can you lead a team of hackers? Those are your big two things. If you can do both of those, you'll be fine. If you can't do either of those, it's going to be tough for you, bro. So hopefully that bit of information helped. Rodnett, it's always a pleasure, bro. I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, I get it, bro. You've been riding with me every single day. I don't think it's been any day that you've missed. But definitely, if you join again, like, it's gonna be I'm gonna be leaning on you again, bro, like I always do. To everybody else, if you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe, and consider contributing to the SQLi methodology. Next week, we're going to start on an Active Directory one. I know that'll be fun for a lot of people, so look out for that. I'm out of time. I made a good time this morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always love, man. Always love. I'm out.